forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Prosecutors said Lagway was separated from her husband when she had a romantic relationship with Alexus Williams. The mother of four broke things off with Williams and returned to her husband, which allegedly angered Williams to the point of murder.
We begin with the deadly overnight shooting of a family on Fondren Road. A mother of four, her 6-year-old daughter, and the children's father shot and killed inside their apartment. The family telling us that mother was pregnant with her 5th child.
Tonight, family and neighbors grieving and desperate for answers. David Gonzalez live near Fondren and West Belfort tonight with the very latest in the investigation. David?
Len and Mia, the details of this horrific incident are just so bad and so traumatizing for a lot of people living in this community. But I want to show you what's happening right now. Right now, family is loading this huge U-Haul van with the belongings of this family from that apartment. And off into the distance, you can see balloons that have been placed on the balcony of that apartment in honor of the victims. We spoke with relatives who say no one should ever have to go through anything like this, especially children.
So why? That's what I don't understand.
That is the question relatives of a family gunned down inside their second-floor apartment are asking themselves tonight. Inside this apartment, 29-year-old Donavia Lagway, the father of her children, 35-year-old Gregory Carhe, and their 6-year-old daughter, Harmony Carhe, were shot and killed.
I got the phone call. I just was in disbelief. And then she told me that they had both passed, and I was saying that couldn't be true.
Family says a 10-year-old daughter in the home told them a masked man knocked on the door. Her dad, while holding her 1-year-old brother, and mom told the man he had the wrong apartment. That's when she says she saw the man grab her brother by the hair and tossed him on the couch before shooting her, her parents, and her sister. Relatives say the 10-year-old's quick thinking saved her life.
She waited until he left and pretended that she was dead. And then when he left, she locked the door, grabbed her little brother, called her grandmother.
Family has been in the apartment all day gathering belongings. Neighbors across from where the shooting took place say they heard gunshots, but they didn't know where they came from.
And for something to go on like that, that's not common, especially like being close to your house like that. So I think we're just gonna find somewhere else to go.
My kids play with them. Like, that's too close to my house. That's way too close. I really hope they catch whoever did it, because that's just really heartless.
A new arrest in a shocking triple murder from last year.
A couple shot and killed along with their 6-year-old daughter, and investigators say all 3 were killed on the orders of a woman who was a jilted lover.
That woman facing a judge today. Matt Doherty tonight with the shocking details of how police connected her to the crime.
The woman called the mastermind behind the murders is sitting in a jail cell here in downtown tonight. Prosecutors say she may have watched the entire thing happen on a FaceTime call.
Alexus Williams?
29-year-old Alexus Williams faced a judge tonight for the first time. She's charged with 3 counts of capital murder, accused of setting up a plot that left a mother, a father, and a child dead. Back in June of 2021, Donavia Lagway, Gregory Carhe, and 6-year-old Harmony Carhe were found dead in their Fondren apartment. Prosecutors said Lagway was separated from her husband when she had a romantic relationship with Alexus Williams. The mother of 4 broke things off with Williams and returned to her husband, which allegedly angered Williams to the point of murder.
If that's the consequence of dating this defendant, nobody in Harris County is safe.
At today's bail hearing, her bond was denied.
She was not allegedly the gunman, although she coordinated the entire event, it appears.
Williams spoke only once during today's hearing.
I didn't fully understand what you said.
You have no bond in any of the 3 capital murders.
Okay.
Prosecutors say Williams conspired with suspected hitman Xavier Davis, promising him several $1,000s in the family's apartment for the murders. During the shooting, the Carhees' 10-year-old daughter watched while her family was killed. She was also shot, but survived by playing dead.
This incredible young lady was able to get up, despite being gravely wounded, care for her 1-year-old baby brother who was still in the apartment.
Davis was arrested days later, but Williams carried on with life as usual.
It apparently went down that the defendant attended the funeral service of these victims that she helped to kill.
Prosecutors say detectives were able to piece together the plot once they were able to crack the passcode to Williams' cell phone.
When Xavier Davis was inside that apartment, he was on FaceTime with Alexus Williams. That means that she watched either the executions or the immediate aftermath.
In downtown, I'm Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb. We on our way to Texas with it. Good old H-Town. My people from H-Town, y'all get in the comment box, y'all checking this shit is wicked. Now, today we are going to be covering a female by the name of Alexus Williams, but we will also cover a gentleman by the name of Xavier Davis, and this is just going to be a tragic case of, I want to say, a relationship gone wrong, or better yet, if I can't have you, nobody else will. So the root of this story starts back in the summer of 2021, and it's going to be at that time when a female by the name of Dontavia Lagway would have some sort of family issues with her husband, Gregory Carhee, that would cause a split. Now, during the time of this split, Miss Lagway will begin a romantic relationship with the female by the name of Alexus Williams. Now, during the course of this relationship or hookup or whatever type of relationship it was, Miss Lagway decided that she wanted to go back to her family and her husband, and it would be at that time where authorities would allege that Alexus Williams would begin to hatch a plan to get back at Dontavia for that fateful decision. Now, it would be at that time where authorities alleged that she would go on to hire a childhood friend, a guy by the name of Xavier Davis, to handle that payback. And it would be on June 30th, 2021, where Williams and Davis would be linked to one of the most infamous crimes in South Houston history. According to court documents, it would be right after the split with Dontavia, where Williams would go on to recruit Davis, telling him about a substantial amount of money that was supposedly at Dontavia Lagway's apartment. Now, according to investigators, they're going to say Xavier Davis would commit an aggravated robbery near the 10,000 block of Larkwood, where he stole the Jeep Compass that he would use to drive to the apartment of Dontavia Lagway, where he would proceed to murder her, her husband, and her 6-year-old daughter, as well as shooting her 10-year-old daughter, who presumably played dead and was the one that alerted her grandmother, and her grandmother would go on to alert authorities. It wouldn't be long before authorities would identify Xavier Davis as a suspect, where he was already subsequently being held for some kind of family domestic charge. Now, Xavier Davis would sit in a jail for close to a year, where evidence would come out implicating Williams. Now, we're not exactly sure how she was implicated. Could be information that Davis provided, but one key piece of evidence that I'm sure prosecutors are going to use at this trial is going to be a FaceTime call that Davis made from the apartment to Williams during the time of the crime. Now, anytime you commit a violent act such as this one, definitely involving a child, it's hard for me to feel for you. But once you start to use those cell phones, we already know how that situation is going to play out. Now, I want to ask a question specifically to the females that are tuned into Mobb Ties. This is definitely normally a situation that you would see a male, female involved in. But I have had several conversations with females that I know, and they talk about how vicious and how treacherous it is being in another relationship with a female. The feelings are almost going 100 miles an hour, with most saying that it's definitely a more emotional situation than dealing with a man. I really need y'all to get in the comment box and let me know if y'all agree. And even the fellas, man, what would cause a certain situation like this? It wasn't like it was a long-term relationship that she was in. It was a more or less a fling that would cause her to go on and commit an act like this. Me looking at the case on the outside looking in, I definitely don't think that Xavier Davis probably knew it was an entire family at the house, because if he went looking for money, it was definitely a botched robbery. Shit was planned all wrong. Or he definitely was just a live wire or somebody that didn't have it all. But I definitely need my people from Houston to tap in and let me know what was the backlash of this in the community. And we really seeing a lot more of this, where a family and children are getting harmed. We already know the code on Mobb ties is getting wild out here and wicked. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. We gonna be back with some more real trill spill shit. And y'all make sure y'all hit the bell right under this video so y'all know when this shit is dropping. And y'all comment below, man. Let me know who we need to cover, where we ain't go, what we missed. And y'all already know what it is with me. It's your boy Pops, the Mobb. Mobb.